My name is Hector Lafasi, award-winning author to the title No Regrets the Journey and Un Camino Sin Lamentos. Two of the most frequent questions that I'm asked is what inspired you to write and what is your book about? What inspired me to write was when I was a young teenager, I was suffering a lot of pain and in a very dark moment of my life. I didn't know how to read because I was a dropout, because all it was about hanging out outside and, doing the things we do as young teenagers. So I never read a book. And now I'm either forced to read or get with what was going on around me, which was pretty much negative. So, and it wasn't that I didn't know how to read. It was that I had a fear of reading. But when I read this book, the very first book I ever read was called Down These Mean Streets by the famous Puerto Rican author, P.D. Tomas. And when I finished reading, I was so inspired that I told myself, one day, you too will tell your story. Long and behold, years pass, decades pass, and 45 years later, in a moment of prayer and meditation, that moment came back to me, and it was so clear. I saw that young teenager telling himself those very same words, and I knew that very instant that this is what I'm supposed to do. And so I learned my purpose. So like Ernest Hemingway, he had to go away on his journey. I closed my business. I stopped what I was doing just to write. This was the hardest thing I've ever embarked on because my English was not good. I went to school. I self-educated. I entered college. So I had a little abilities now to do this, but it wasn't what I really wanted to do. But the inspiration of that determination that I had within kept me going. And of course, God. It was all God, because if it wasn't because of God, I wouldn't have gotten through this, because it was about revelation, and the pain of those memories were really coming back kind of hard. I was reliving all of this, and I didn't want to. I quit. I ripped up things. I threw them against the wall, only to wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning with a thought and start all over again. So it took me 3 years. And since I've been back home, although it was the most difficult thing I've ever done, it was the most rewarding because I actually accomplished the goal. And I'm here to tell you how I survived. This story, what it's about hope. It's about the mask, the secrets, twisted love, and how I suffered needlessly and what I had to do to survive. This was about the little boy that was hurt through a bad experience, and he ended up taking the teenager and the adult hostage all our lives, dictating to us how to feel. So we grew up angry, rebellious, and in pain. So needless to say, the choices we made were not good. We suffered a great price for those decisions and choices. But what I didn't know was that God had me all along. And although I wasn't God-centered, He allowed me to go through those lessons, which today I call painful blessings. I didn't realize that back then. I was cursing the experiences and all the lessons, but these were the lessons that propelled me to become the man I am today. And it was because God knew that I would survive that, and He carried me all that time. So that's what the book is about. And I'm hoping to inspire and enlighten many of you that are going through the same experience, or your children, your grandchildren, whoever it is. I'm here to tell you that you can survive, and you will. But first, you have to put your mind to that thought, right? Because wherever you think, wherever you put your thoughts at, there goes your energy. And so if you think it long enough, you will become it. It's just how it works. It's just the energy flows that way. So you don't have to be stuck. You can move on with life. And I'm hoping to inspire and motivate you, because, many times I was counted out. I suffered abandonment issues, and the streets actually had me hostage. They were my teachers. And so I learned, all the wrong lessons. And although late in life, that's just how it was planned. To have a story to say that, it's never too late. Never, ever too late. And you know what? Never stop dreaming. Reach for the stars. Never quit. Because you too will survive if you truly want to. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, you can pick up my book, No Regrets, The Journey, or the Spanish, Un Camino Sin Lamentos, rather. It's on Amazon. You can check out my website. You can get it through me autographed, and actually save some money with the taxes and the shipping. So it's www.noregretsthejourney.com. That's the website. And my Facebook is No Regrets The Journey, and Hector LaFasi, which is where I mostly post that, because that's where I started. And most of my followings are on that page, Hector LaFasi, my name. I'm also on Twitter, and I got a YouTube channel as well, Hector LaFasi. So check out my videos, check out the story, and remember, never quit, because it's never too late, and never, ever stop dreaming. Until next time.